There we go. Okay, my mic is on. I forgot to turn on my mic. Hi, Len. Welcome back. So what I was saying before I realized that my mic's off. Hopefully this will start showing my chat, but it doesn't look like it is. I will work on that. Oh, it is showing my chat. And it is showing my chat. I just can't see it very well. Okay, I will fix that real quick. There we go. Okay, I can see it better now. Alright, welcome in. So I have fixed my OBS to show chat and show subscribers and to show my social media. I do have a blue sky. I just haven't done anything with it yet, so I haven't put it there. And then I am in the process of figuring out Discord, because I do want to start a Discord channel for my channel. I just want to figure out exactly what I want to do with that first. Anyway, welcome back. How was your week? Mine wasn't great, but that's why we're here. To play some Phoenix Wright, so let's just get started. I do intend on finishing the first game in this stream because I do have another game I want to play next. And then once I beat the game I'm going to play next, I will go back to Phoenix Wright to play Justice for All. So I'm glad your week was okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to finish the game today, and that's why I'm started streaming an hour early. So, and I will announce at the end of the stream what game I'm gonna play next. So, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get started. My screen's all dark. I believe we were starting... Oh, yeah. Our boy Larry is about to take the stand, so... Okay. Shushu, you're gonna go down. Ageti, you're gonna go down. Oh, okay. I don't think you're gonna have success running down that way. Oh. Alright, bye-bye, Shushu. Okay. Phew. There he goes. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. That's why his name is Edgeworth. Alright. Huh. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. You will be sweating bullets once I'm done with you. By the way, I do want to mention this, because now I'm obsessed. I've been into BL anime lately. And this past week, I watched Yuri on Ice twice. Yeah, on the edge. I need to fix my chat again. Hold on. See, I am just still new to this. I'm still very new to this. Anyway, I watched Yuri on Ice, and I am upset that we're robbed of season 2. But yeah, another couple with silver hair. And the other has black hair. Anyway, it's a good show. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night? Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? So in his head. Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Ah, edgy being edgy as usual. Hmm? Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. I think we should have asked him this before we went to trial. Like, that would have been good. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. Who are you into, Edgeworth? I'm always into Edgeworth. I know he would not be into me, though. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Because you're not straight. You can't think straight because you're not straight. Okay, it's just this game makes it too easy to make these jokes. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I mean, you were in shock. So, like, that's natural. Yeah, right? It is a good question, isn't it? I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Oh, let's go. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. I need to lower my chat box again. I am so new to this. Okay. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. Ah, let's go! I love this case so much. And that someone is Larry. The real wild card. This is Von Karma's worst nightmare. Larry is the complete opposite of Von Karma. Complete, untamed, wild Larry Butts. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? Wouldn't you like that? Alright, I need to stop. That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Yeah, Larry is the true hero. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15. Everything's on Larry now. Back to my quirky voices. Are you ready? Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw. On the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Is he gonna snap? Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I, found it. Yeah, it's true. It is a 50-year record. Like, Larry's a legend at this point. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Alright. Oops. I always press the wrong buttons because I mix up my rights and my lefts. Something wrong, Mr. Wright. There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Ah. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 o'clock when I went out in the boat. By the time everyone had gone home for the night. So waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. Oh god, I was scared. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? His voice. What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's what I call my dick. Okay. That is surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. Alright. Around what time was that? Oh, well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around midnight, yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? Why would you call yourself a sundial? Sundials haven't been used in, like... How long has it been since sundials were used? I don't know. People use watches these days, Larry. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. Did I sound like Cookie Monster? I just made myself choke. Gotta love the quirky voices, right? I looked around, you know. Oh, did you tell me this before that you draw, Lynn? That's really cool. I need to get back into art. It's been a while since I've really done anything. You can't unhear it. Did you look around? Look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. It's kind of all you could see there. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order, order! Well, Mr. Butts. Whoa, whoa! Everybody just calm down, okay? Len, once I set up the Discord server, I definitely want to put up a section for art, particularly fan art. So once I'm able to do that, which I will make an announcement about that once it's set up, like, feel free to share. Like, I encourage that. Yeah, it's just with the Discord, mainly what I want to figure out is, like, what I want to have on the server, as well as rules. So I'm gonna figure that out. For sure, I'm gonna have a rule of, like, no shipping wars whatsoever. Just not gonna let anyone have freedom to do that. I don't want debates in the Discord, so. Anyway, if you guys have any ideas, like, feel free to share, but yeah. Everyone just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night.
Yeah, I was, blazing. It was very fun.
Okay, I don't know drunk talk, by the way.
I'm not sure whether there's a boat out there or not.
Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case.
Oof.
Yeah, so I want to set up a Discord server for the channel. But before, like, I make any announcement about that or start it up, I want to make sure that I know exactly what I want to do with it and how I want to go about it to make it as smooth as possible, so Oh no, Len, your dad won't let you use Discord. Oh. Well, I can figure out a way for you to share then.
Oof.
So you only heard one bang, correct?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Yep. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Oh, right. Maya's feeling, like, insecure about that right now. Yeah. Okay. I think here is where I can press him. Let's see. Well, wait a second, Larry. What? Oh, that's a goated comment. How am I gonna dunk on Ben Trullo and Regina's stance? Those people exist? Why would anybody be a stan of anyone from that case? That case is, like, objectively the worst. Oh god. I mean, if those stands exist, they absolutely need to be dunked on. Any ship with Regina should be dunked on, because she's underage. I'll see you later, Len. Thank you for coming in briefly. Hope to see you back here soon. Next time I won't be streaming Phoenix Wright, but I hope to see you for the next stream as well. Yeah. But yeah, you can come back and watch from here. Yeah. You only heard one bang, you sure? Let's see, I'm trying to remember. I think I remember Terry Flawless. I definitely remember Dahlia. Ah, that game is so good. I love the third game. Oh, you're back. Okay, you're back, Glenn. Welcome back. You only heard one bang. You're sure?
That's what I said.
But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard two bangs. Do it! Please write the Kendrick-style diss track. Oh, speaking of which, so you know this, Awakened. I do have another channel that's for my music. It's just called Snow. It still has the asterisk. What I want to do is I actually want to write a song about Cloud and Tifa. I will probably write songs about other characters, and in like a future video, I will put out the song. So, yeah. But I'm not far in that process at all, so it's hard to find the time. So, and the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard two gunshots that night.
Huh?
Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said?
Yo, Nick, please!
Huh?
You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Mr. Butts,
What?
you only heard one gunshot. Are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth,
I'm not sure. Oh, he's such a wild card. Eh? Not sure. How could you not be sure?
yeah, well, I, might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else.
Something else?
Yeah, my internal dialogue, man.
Oh, it's internal monologue. Excuse me.
It just won't shut up. It's constant. My radio, dude, with my headphones.
What? Order! And stop that booing! This is a court, not a concert! God. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Like, no shit, it was with his headphones. Like, you only listen to it two ways. Out loud or with headphones. I agree, Len. I agree that he's like the most sincere witness. I mean, I think he's like too, like, I don't want to call him stupid or dumb because he's not exactly that. It's just, he just doesn't have it in him to lie. You were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? That a crime?
I would prefer that you listen to it with your headphones than out loud. I think people who, like, blast their music in public, like, are assholes. Well, except in the car. I do like blasting music in the car, but I haven't done that in years. I mean, you're not wrong. You probably would.
I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Definitely ages this game because I think a lot of people don't listen to the radio anymore. I don't. Mr. Von Karma, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. I could just cherry pick the witnesses.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue his testimony? Yes. He just added new information about the radio. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know what he's lost.
I mean, have you looked in the mirror? Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me, my dude.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this. Believe me.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve.
Not really. Just gotta be comfortable with yourself.
That's why I was listening to All Request Show on the radio, see?
That's a good one, Len. Look to the mirror sharp as a bullet.
I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly what the teacher was saying when I heard it too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume?
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country?
Too many people throw that around, honestly. Like, yeah, I could be a real asshole on the internet and say misogynistic and racist shit, and because it's a free country and I have my right to free speech. Shut up. Yeah, and I have the right to remove you off my channel. Anyway, I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drumbeat from the radio.
Yeah.
Free speech, bro!
Oh, I didn't read what the judge said. Wait, Your Honor. The witness says he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Freedom of consequences. Yeah, freedom of speech does not guarantee you freedom of consequences. It's why there's like a stipulation in the First Amendment that says you can't yell fire in a theater. Like, anyway. Excuse me, DJ? What is that? I'm too old. DJ is just 2 letters. An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, unless he's really bad at his job, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Alright. Alright, what did he say? Or she? What did she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask, Very good, Phoenix. Very good. Fine, very well. Alright. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot.
Let's see. I don't know if I can present this or if I need to press him. Let me just make sure. Let's try it. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct?
Huh? What's with that face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easily.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas, no shit. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes? But that contradicts the 2 testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, hold my hand. Okay, I just think of Frank Sinatra. Okay. Hi, Angie. Welcome in. When they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a... This is a clear time to drink tea. Almost Yaoimus. Every day it's Yaoimus. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order, order! What does this mean? Judge, do we have to spell it out for you? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness said he heard 2 gunshots before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. I'm Cookie Monster. I'm even blue.
Alright. There we go.
The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim that he heard the gunshot before midnight? He's right. Lurie's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim? Show me evidence there was gunshot before midnight.
Boom, bitches! Look at this photograph. Every time I look at it, it makes me laugh. Alright. This is a Nickelback song. Look at this photograph! I can't do his voice. I just did it in Larry's voice. Cookie Von Karma is always hungry for the verdicts. He wants it in under 15 minutes. That's how long, because that's how long it takes to bake cookies. This was taken by a witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp of the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. One time I saw a Pinterest if Edgeworth is the demon prosecutor member in Satan. I love it. I love it. Not today, Satan. Oh. That's goated right there. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Yeah, because he said there was no fucking boat. Provide in your evidence spoken. You guys are too funny. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It's why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean, Your Honor? This photograph was taken by an automatic camera. The camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Ah, correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, baby, kiss me. This will turn into karaoke. Okay. When Larry heard the gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is the fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be?
Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yes?
There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. why the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
My sneezes would definitely trigger that camera. I scream my sneezes. I think kind of cool games only know Ace Attorney because Chuck-Shin Funk meme, and only nowadays I'm seeing content related to Ace Attorney, and I thought the fandom was deaf. Yeah, the fandom's still alive and well. I definitely think the like remaster of this and then like the Edgeworth remaster. And like I heard there might be like a new game in development. I hope so.
Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear.
I don't think the camera would have been triggered by his sneeze from far away. You know? Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Yeah, exactly. Do the remasters. Can you prove that this loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. Shit. Hold on, I'm thinking. I can't save here, can I? I'm gonna try the camera. I might be wrong. Okay. Mr. Wright, is that a smirk I see? Your Honor, sorry, I wasn't really sure about the evidence. Don't show us evidence you aren't— oh, shit. Alright, something else. Okay. Fired 3 times. That's right. Okay. Alright. That's it. This is my evidence. There we go. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. Yes, shall you do an egg? You wanna go up? Honey? 싫어? 알았어. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. 이리 와. Oh, so now you run away? Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh. Yeah, look who's back. Oh. Alright. Order! Lord! Please don't chew the cord. Shoo shoo. Oh, your paw's caught. Okay. That would make sense of the evidence. Of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots, separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why?
Oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah! Well, what's wrong, Nick? I have it. I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. Testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? I love his grin, by the way. His evil grin.
So you finally realized the truth.
Hey, Syrup! Thank you for joining. It's good to see you again.
There could be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
You're back for the snaps. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, rookie. I'm Cookie Monster. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on the boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat.
I admit it's hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says... Yeah. Midnight 15, okay. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are.
Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. The people on the boat in the photo look bald. You're not wrong. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well, on account that Edgeworth was a fetus. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all of this. That's because you're incredibly dim-witted.
Ludicrous!
It's time to write that diss track now. Featuring Ludacris. Oh. My brother. Okay.
Mr. Wright! Tell us the name of the murderer, then.
The murderer's name? Right, it's... Oh, I love this part! Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know?
Okay.
Ugh, again you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us. Yeah, the judge is always so clueless. Yeah, not just at times. All the time, he's the most useless. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. Yeah, that would have been funny if Larry was an option. That would be a fun Easter egg. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
You could only murder someone on the lake. There's no way you can murder someone anywhere else. Why would he have to go all the way out to the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on a boat? Yeah, he probably did read Judging for Dummies. He probably had something there, sir.
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
Show the judge, okay. Larry's stand. In the car. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing. I gotta quit knocking my equipment. Okay.
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He rammed into another boat. Okay. He finds it and returns the boat. Then just as he started to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time, meaning he had to be close. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop.
There, now we're cooking with cats.
Mr. Wright, what happened on the night at Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. Ah, let's go with the music! That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then they became bald. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
The caretaker. Of course it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes. Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. One to create a witness, the second one to make it believe that it... Yeah.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
Create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? Why would he want a witness in a court case? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. You guys are too funny. I see. There's someone looking from the edge of the lake. It would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. On account that he's a boomer. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. Right? Why did Edgeworth have to be a broody emo boy? He should have just told us. Like, hey, Robert Hammond called me and just got backsplashed into my banks. Bye-bye, Lynn. Hope to see you back here later. If not, the VOD will be up. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Everyone's doing ellipses. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly! Very well, while we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Oh, hell yeah, I love him. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? Fucking talk! What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Too many throaty voices. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. Why didn't you yeah, we can call it a point. Why didn't you fucking tell us this? He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake on midnight on Christmas Eve. He said that he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Of course you can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir? Bailiff, we're conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. You are right, Syrup. You are right. Cinderay will definitely not say anything. It just is annoying sometimes. What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Oh, he stands so straight and proper, too.
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Shushu, you are so cute.
Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him... and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Alright. We still have the final investigation and the final court case to go. Hopefully. We'll be able to do it in under 2 hours.
Yay, Nick, you did it!
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. And would you have it any other way? Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean.
That's why we have court cases in the first place. You have to get to the bottom of everything. Otherwise, wrong people end up in jail. I mean, that still happens, but...
Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Maya is a great character, so yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah. I mean, she's not only optimistic, but she also has like a troll side to her. Yeah, she's great.
Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I know you're a cinder and all, but I mean, it looks like you're probably gonna get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax.
I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean?
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna spill?
And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Just tell me, baby. Edgeworth.
No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but...
I know he's talking about DL6. It's just so easy to get a gay connotation out of it. Right? It's only a potential death penalty because they like to throw that out. They like to just throw these out in these Phoenix Wright trials.
I can't make up my mind.
Oh, come on. What is this about, Edgeworth?
It's a nightmare I've had.
Oh no, okay, I watch Game Grumps, I'm gonna admit this. It's just the where we're not together. Okay.
A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder.
Ah! Such an epic ending. Well, of this court case day. Alright. I think we could get this done in under 2 hours.
What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about?
Oh, we're gonna get into it! Hell yeah. Okay.
A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime with you.
A memory of a murder.
Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
Yes, my dick. Okay. I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Yeah. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. You can tell by the sad music. But he never takes someone's life. Never.
Nick.
Yo, how's everyone doing? I totally misread the mood in the room. What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya?
Yeah, you ask the underage girl. So swooning? Me? But I'm underage, Larry. Do you want Chris Hansen to come to trial? I mean, to court? Oh, yes. I do remember feeling faint.
Right on! Tell me the truth, it was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick?
Huh? Me? I'm into Edgeworth, man. Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two.
But I think you could do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me, yeah! Bow before your hero!
Larry, you really helped us out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. I just got what I was gonna say. I'm a little slow sometimes.
Seriously, Nick? That boat shop caretaker guy's pretty suspicious. Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Way to spoil the mood, Larry.
Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? I don't know how to read the room. But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy.
He's always edgy. That's why his name is Edgeworth.
I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick? Don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Here we go.
Us too?
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? I mean, Wrightworth isn't canon. I don't think they're ever going to confirm. Like, I don't think Capcom is ever going to confirm a gay couple. But we can have fun. Okay, we can have fun.
Nah, he means me, right, Nick?
Yeah, you, Larry. Poor Maya, though. Not me? But why you, Larry?
Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick?
At least he's self-aware sometimes. Enough with the silent treatment. Here we go. Nick? Why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. When we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Shushu, are you sleeping? Shushu's so comfy on my lap. Yeah, mommy's talking to you. Wait. Was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. Oh, this is a fun song. Bye, Syrup! Thank you for joining up. Yeah, you can watch the VOD if you'd like later. Next week I'm gonna be streaming a new game, so I hope you have a great day. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. What? Hey, Larry, what is he talking about?
Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot.
Hmm. I'm gonna announce at the end of the stream. But if you don't watch the rest of the stream, I will also make an announcement, in a community post. Probably like a day before I stream. I will stream again next Sunday. Probably at the same time. I think I'm gonna go for 3 hours of stream because it's a longer game. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this story today, and that's final. Okay. Kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial.
Class trial?
There's too much repeating of dialogue in this game. You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
God, our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring an envelope with money for lunch from home.
Huh, I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 inside.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that.
I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So they thought you did it?
Yeah, the kids in class said that I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I mean, you're not wrong, Wiggins. That's too real.
I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was you. Thief. Give the money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. Just admit it, you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not gonna play with you anymore. Blah, 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 blah. I'm a kid. Give me back my 50 cents.
No, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. Oh, poor Phoenix Wright. Been waiting to make that joke. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened.
You shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs.
Miles? Oh, so cute!
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
No.
Then you shouldn't have to apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah, he did it. We don't need proof. We'll make him say he's sorry.
Why don't you all just shut up? I can't do their child voices.
This is always how it is. Everyone ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
Very well. I will replace the money myself. As class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, because I didn't tell you when you weren't there.
Yeah, I had no idea either.
I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. And then was how I learned what it meant to be in love. Okay. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see?
When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. Are you up now? I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. You know, his eyes would shine and... Okay. So cute. I'm gonna be a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark suspicions of a demon attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts." The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Like, sucking the... Okay.
Why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all.
It's called trauma. That's what I thought, too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. Oh, so much pining. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. Or it's gay panic. I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? And this... this is why myself and so many people ship them. Set of direct messages on Facebook even. Right? It's like you don't change your career trajectory just to meet an old friend, you know what I mean? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. That's where it starts. Edgeworth believed in me and I believe in him. He's in pain and no one is on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him.
Whoa, Nick! You're totally whipped!
Yeah, over lunch money, right? He remembered it over lunch money.
So, is that why you helped me out for free?
Yes. I mean, there is that point, like, he's grateful to Larry, too. So, he helped Larry. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free.
Aw, Nick!
We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? I think you want to go down. You want to go down? Okay, you're gonna run in a circle and bark, right? Because you're a baby? Okay. Yep, you're running in a circle. Right. It very well may be. First is the rental boat shop caretaker. Larry is the side chick. Larry wishes. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Alright, let's get things moving. My chat is over the... Well, I guess let's just cover the basis. Oh, yeah. Actually, I think I want to move my chat over a little bit more. That might be better. You look as calm as always. It's hot. I'm into it. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial.
Class trial? What do you mean?
Oh, it's so sad he forgot too. You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade?
Lunch money? Oh, right. Yeah, I seem to remember something like that.
I mean, acting nonchalant is a play. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers.
Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway.
Oh, he's gonna sulk. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Maya, don't expose me!
Ridiculous.
Gee, thanks. Oh, Phoenix is gonna cry later.
That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, really.
Well, maybe, yeah, but... I think you changed too much, Edgeworth.
Perhaps.
Oh, baby. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right?
I couldn't let myself deny reality like you.
Right? There's a creep factor to it. Technically, it's not creepy if it's mutual. If the feeling's mutual. Just like a Twilight. Alright. What do you mean?
My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person.
One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right?
Yes, that man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi.
That name just makes me laugh every time.
He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook.
That would be Robert Hammond. In case you didn't know, player.
On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours.
Literally my worst nightmare.
When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder.
Lost your memory?
I have PTSD. Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator.
Yep, PTSD. Probably one of the reasons why I love this case so much is I can relate to that.
That was the crux of Yogi's attorney
argument in court. My god, I can't read.
He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys.
I'll make you change your mind back.
What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect.
And wasn't he like a father figure? At least in the anime he was.
I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him.
So he's like my sister was to you, Nick.
He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life.
Yeah, where's Mrs. Von Karma?
He is obsessed with doing everything perfectly.
Perfectly, huh?
In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent, ever.
But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it's impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job to find the suspect guilty. Perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth. If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. There's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I admit. No kidding. Okay, there is way too much talking. I guess that's what you expect from Ace Attorney, though. There he is! Hey, pal! Long time no see! Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. How would you snap your tie in half? Well, I guess if anyone would do that, it would be Gumshoe. Sorry about that. No prob, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. Yeah, hopefully I'll get it done before then. My duty as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Eek! No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping. The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Ha ha ha, my Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Bye. Okay. Huh? Steel eyesore is missing. Damn, Phoenix. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Alright, then we can rule that out. Boat rental shop. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem. Ah, it's Grossberg! I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. I need to remember his voice. Oh, hello! What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of a fresh lemon, you see? So weird. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Ho ho, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks, bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Alright. Here we're gonna go to the crux of it. Nobody's home. Hello, squat! Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, squat! I can't believe he ran off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, squat! Okay. That's always fun. I know exactly what to do. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Holly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Quack! Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Maya is gonna be legit on trial for larceny, and she's actually gonna be guilty. Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. Guess there might be a clue or two. Or the smoking gun to this case. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Ah, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. There's a mastermind! But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? One thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Hell yeah. Alright. I think I can go to the police station with this. You are right. That is a dumb thing to write or keep. I guess that's why there was a safe, but I like definitely would have burned it or something. Because that's evidence. You know, and like, oh, God forbid someone figure out the coach your safe that you had your parrots. You gave the secret to your parrot. And someone already figured out the secret right in front of you. And you're right, he did burn his literal fingerprints, but he, like, kept the letter. It is funny, the logic in this game. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. I murdered him. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop's caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Okay, then I can't go in there yet. I need to go here first. He's out, again. When does he work anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Shit. It's gonna be obtuse again. I might end up, just to speed this up, I'm gonna pull up a guide. Okay. So I did have to go here. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Huh? Revenge on me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant who got declared guilty or something? Nice, right. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then? No shit. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. I said statue. Statute. God. Wait. Wait, that old man. Well, what is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? He likes to do yoga. That's why his name is Yada Yogi. Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Hell yeah. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. Oh right, the earthquake. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. Hello darkness, my old friend. Come to talk to you again. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier! I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen! That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. Ah, poor Edgy. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed to the court, and Yogi was found innocent. Huh? But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. Oh, here we go. You mean the nightmare? We don't need a flashback, we just play this. It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I am the ultimate bad boy. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? You don't want to know. Okay. It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Okay, we already said that. We already got that. Okay. I can't breathe! You're using up my air! What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Ah, what? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No, father, he's attacking father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court where the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. This is becoming a pattern. I think we need to keep you away from pistols, Edgeworth. You keep on picking it up in a daze. Get away! Get away from my father! Larg! I would love to be a meme. I'm glad. I'm glad my shitty voices are that entertaining. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. Because the bullet hit bone. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But... You shot me! Okay. That's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Yes, it's called PTSD. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean? It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. Dun-dun-dun! This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick. There's someone else who knows about DL6. Grossberg. Let's go! Mr. Grossberg. Ah, hello there! What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding, I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father? It's only a dream, I wonder. Well, what? If that's the case, then why'd you two look so troubled, Well... Also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And? He lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. Ah, yeah, cheating, yep. They like to beat around the bush with that. That was your mother, Miss Dufay. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. Ooh. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's what my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right, everyone thought she was, you see. Yet now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Yeah, it's also possible that Ben Trillo did. Alright. So, I think I need to go to here. No? Alright. Right? Oh, so this is the letter? It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. I mean, I would just want to be innocent. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. No, just tell me. Jesus. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. Like, we just need a handwriting analyst. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct, Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth.
he would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no.
But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist, and possibly a murderer. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
Which is heinous because he practically raised him. After he killed his father. Edgy needs lots of therapy. What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
The new Supreme Court case. Manfred versus Gregory.
What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial.
Oh, true, in the anime, yeah. Yeah, in the anime.
But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence.
Yeah, though in this, like, he's, like, kind of a mentor figure at least. That's still heinous.
And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe.
Oh, I want to go to Europe.
You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya.
In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Well, Karma's gonna bring up DL6 and you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6?
I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright.
Oh, you have? Oh, I'm so jealous. Where have you been? I wanna... Actually, to tell you the truth, I do want to get monetized this year. Like June or July, if possible. But I do want to get to enough subscribers where I can do this full time, because I want to get like a freelancing visa to move to Spain, because I can speak Spanish. And I love living in other countries.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
Ah, France and Italy! That's where I want to go, though. That's like number 1 and 2 on my list.
I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd killed someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. Ah, sí hablo español. ¿Y tú también? I don't care. I know he's not guilty. I'm rusty, though.
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. Police materials. Oh yeah, I should say though, I'm rusty with my Spanish, but it's pretty much fluent. Oh, it was your minor in college. Oh, it was my minor too, actually. It was because I lived in Guatemala. I know a little Korean since I lived in Korea. I know a little French because I took some classes and it's similar to Spanish. I want to learn Japanese next, actually. And Italian. Police materials. That's cool though. Alright. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Oh, it's you! I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, no, I can't have it. Just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. Yeah. Japanese is definitely complicated. I think like well, I'm already picking up a little bit from watching anime, but it's also because there are some words that are pretty similar to Korean. So, yeah. I just like collecting languages apparently. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived actually. Karma's in the records room. Pounding the pavement to check on Edgeworth. That's true, we do need to check up on him. Okay. This first, though. Dusty as always. We were only here yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Oh, that's alarming. Alright. Collected case reports. Large volume. Okay. I'm just gonna, like, skip around with the dialogue that isn't important. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases. It was leaked to the press so they can make those awful unsolved murder shows that people who need therapy watch. I don't know about doing Twitch. I have thought about it before. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Right now, I don't want to stretch myself too thin because I do have a job. And I already have my hands full with streaming and then like twice a month with the video essays. The video essays take a long time. I'll think about it though, because I know that is definitely a good way to get more people watching. Yeah, I have thought about it though. Unsolved cases. Nick. File for DL6, it's completely empty. What?
What are you doing in here?
Oh, it's so weird seeing him like full frontal, you know? Eek! Von Karma! You already look like you have 1 foot in the grave already. Oh yeah, that is true. That is true. There's a way to do it. Yeah, I'll look into it then.
You. How do you know my name?
Oh, he's such an icon sometimes. Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. It's so scary from the front. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father. Always second rate.
Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why?
Because you dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did, but what I don't get is... why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
Revenge. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up the DL6 incident in court tomorrow. And I always thought this was a stupid idea. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. It's a rookie mistake.
Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
Exactly, not lock it in your safe and teach the code to your damn bird. So then you meant it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter?
Yes, my dear defense attorney.
She's not the defense attorney.
Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me a lot of needless hassle.
What? That's why I was stupid.
Nick, what is that thing?
Oh shit. A stun gun for self-defense. Usually.
Indeed.
That smirk though, what an icon.
600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
Oh no, Shoo. When you sure your ace in the hole before you play the actual hand, right? He should have just showed it in court. Then he would have been sunk. 600,000.
Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter.
No!
No!
What are you?
Nick, run! Ah!
But Maya.
Out of my way.
Whoa! That's fun. Dun dun dun. Oh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya. Maya, open your eyes. Maya.
The letter, did he take it?
Huh? Oh yeah, are you okay?
I couldn't stop him.
Maya, stop! Also, this is a new song.
I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all.
Oh, Maya! Maya. Grr, there has to be some way I can help her. Better do something about her self-confidence first. Huh? Maya, she's holding something. What is that? Bullets? Hell yeah! Deal 6 incident, evidence number 7. 7's our lucky number! Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Hell yeah. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Alright, 1 more hour. I think I can do this in an hour, hopefully. Alright. This is it. Judgment Day. Today things are gonna get settled at last. A lot of things. Warg! What's the big idea?
Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with that stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back.
Don't touch him. Maya. Maybe you should go outside and just touch. That's so funny. I'm so jealous though. Like, I haven't been able to play Rebirth in like 2 or 3 months because my PS5 controller is broken. Like, I can't, the home button, like the PlayStation button, doesn't work at all, so I can't even get in. It sucks. And I have like more footage to grab.
Right, good idea.
Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. And as you know, like, controllers are expensive, so I haven't been able to replace it. Well, yeah, pal. What's gone into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? It really sucks. Like, I'm going crazy. I've only been able to play my PS4 games and, like, my Switch games. Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. But that controller has been awful since I got my PS5. I've thought about doing Patreon. I just didn't want to wear myself thin. Because I know I would have to make it worthwhile for people who sign up to my Patreon. And like the only thing I can think of right now that I could do is early access to my video essays. But I don't always get my video essays done ahead of like that far ahead of time, so yeah. It sucks though. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Alright. Final battle. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right. Well, we have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Oh yeah, you brought up channel subscription. Are you talking about memberships? I have to be at 500 subscribers for that, which I'm currently sitting at 345, so I should be able to reach that milestone soon. I think at that point, people will be able to super chat as well, so getting close.
Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. I'll figure that out soon. Thank you so much. It's really nice.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness! Why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony.
I love the bubble. I'm gonna have to remember his voice again.
I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is.
He's so good at playing dumb.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi and I'm going to prove it. Alright. Then why did you leave?
He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking?
If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes.
Food? Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She'll only eat these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. My parrot is bougie.
But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack?
Well, I kind of got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that.
I see. So he was lost.
Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. We're all thinking that. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct?
Yep, seems like it.
Then how can you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
Grr. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible.
Ugh. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue.
How can you say he had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? That's why you shouldn't have shown the paper to Karma.
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive.
Both of these statements are lies. Order, order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name.
His name is Robert Hammond. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident.
Figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
What does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Jump into conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove that he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay, it's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
I see, that makes sense. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
So suspicious. What's no fingerprints?
You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant.
So, you don't remember beyond past a few days ago. Yet you remember that before you were a caretaker, that you worked at a chemical plant. Even though yesterday when we talked to you, you thought your boat shop was a noodle shop.
I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep.
What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past.
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
No.
Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no?
No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There's no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we gonna do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief.
Oh yeah, it's so ridiculous. Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrots?
What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to.
Oh yes, we are. Right? It's always ridiculous. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up? On what proposal? For marriage? On my proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrots. It's so ridiculous.
Order! Order! Oh, well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. It's ridiculous.
Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrots, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. In this monkey court, anything could testify. My tie could testify. Right? And in the next game, the whole fucking circus testifies.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Put our service to the test. Tie the napkin around your neck. Okay. Of course you should go through with this. And nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Yes. We're interrogating a bird. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Von Karma's rigid every person's testimony, every piece of evidence. Except the parrot, she is my last chance. Because Von Karma, of course, didn't think about prepping a bird as a witness. You prep a bird for Thanksgiving if you celebrate it and you're not vegetarian or pescatarian like me.
Hey, let's bring out the parrots.
So ridiculous.
That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name? The witness is ignoring me.
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Hello, squad.
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Oh, you don't say.
Very well, begin your cross-examination.
Right.
What are you gonna do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya? It's so funny. Ah, shit. I had trigger finger. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect to see it anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right, what do I say?
Maybe I should get her to say her name.
Polly, what's your name?
Polly, squad. Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with our owner's identity?
I think we have the evidence for that. Yes, it does.
Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove our owner's identity. Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking this bluffing a little too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Pretty sure it says on here. Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Yep. It's a good thing I have like somewhat of a memory of what to do.
The DL6 case file?
That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on then? Show us or stop wasting our time.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected with the parent's name?
Yeah, he is the embodiment of fake it till you make it. That's his strategy. Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly.
Yeah, it's not just the generic name you give a parrot. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. Yes, because I like to name my animals based off of old relationships.
I see. I guess that is possible.
A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a daughter she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old.
Indeed. Alone is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence.
Where am I gonna find that?
Nick, we're getting closer.
Of my old dead wives.
One more, if we can just get one more piece of evidence.
Right, but what?
Very well, witness. You may continue.
Alright. Okay. Okay, I believe that's... We do need to try all of them, though. As I recall, 2 days ago. We already saw this. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6.
Polly, have you forgotten something? Hello, squawk!
So he got the parrot to not say anything about that. But he didn't think to get the parrot to not say anything about the safe number.
That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot? Something we forgot? Hello, squawk! Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Alright, blah 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 blah. Maybe I'll get her to say this number of that safe.
Huh? The safe? Why?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what's the number to the safe in the shack? 1228, 1228.
Why isn't this parrot not doing a job for me?
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker?
Yes. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
The case again. The DL6 case file with the page. Okay. Case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident? December 28th. Why, that's today's date. 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah! He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. Like, it's also my sister's birthday. People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
Bah, this is not tangible proof.
I said my ATM card's number. That's irresponsible to announce that to the court. Especially since you're rich.
Because I'm number one. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. And you can tell because I haven't been on a date in 80 years.
That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here.
This is a mere coincidence. That is all.
True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me.
What are you saying?
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name.
Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember.
No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Quite genius, really. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Order, order! Yanni got it! So it's you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death. God.
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it'd make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I am not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth for yourself? Anyway, I admit it, I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Almost there. Von Carmel, where's Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is
innocent. In this case, at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? I love him. There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. That is true. Yeah, so it should be done before 6 my time. Any objections? Ugh. I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Because he knows that Edgy's gonna say something.
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
not guilty! I wish it was like that in real court. Confetti rains down when you're declared innocent. But then, they'd have to clean it often.
That is all. Court is adjourned. Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth?
Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
What do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's gonna tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's gonna tell them he killed his own dad.
Uh-oh, what do I do? Really? That's awesome. Of course I'm gonna raise an objection. The judgment has already been passed. Object to Edgeworth's outburst. So scary.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare, that's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations which ends today. The culprit is me.
Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today.
Isn't it awesome?
I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Bah. It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
Alright, final stretch. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your efforts. Mr. Edgeworth, I don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? Didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Ah, good question. So, I have played a little bit of it. I played it like with a friend a couple years ago. Oh, I do have news. So, I mean, Nier Automata is a different game, but it is androids. I've been playing it for 8 months, and I finally finished the most grindy ending. I don't know if you know Nier Automata, though, but yeah. Yeah, anyway. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Detroit Become Human is a great game, though. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy. Just crazy.
Nick, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I finished the Emil quest. So it took me 8 months to level up all the weapons. And then yeah, the other night I finally did the Emil ending and I cried. Oh, yeah, so good. Such a good game. I've actually made 3 video essays on it and I do want to do more, but I've had my hands full with Rebirth. But it's my 4th favorite game of all time, definitely. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case? For what?
Huh, isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. Ah, Phoenix is so good. What are you talking about, pal? Just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. Ah, he loves them so much. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. Or loosen it for after. The real fight is just beginning. Ah, okay, the ending with the big choice. I don't remember. But I have done endings A, B, and C. Oh, are you talking about ending E? Anyway. I'm gonna do ending D and then ending E, but there's some things I wanna finish up. I've got like a lot completed in the game. Like most of the side quests and everything. So good. I'll prove you're innocent, trust me. Right. Oh, he looks so sad. Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime.
Galaga moment. I'm unfamiliar. It's been a while since I've done the big endings.
Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? I think we all did.
Very well.
Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? You pilot a ship. Okay. I'm gonna have to look back in my memory.
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work.
Please, please.
Okay, alright. Yeah, you can let me know. That day I'd gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
Ah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Alright. I need to look at this evidence again. Oh yeah, the weapon was fired twice. That's right. Right. Okay. Okay. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. Yeah, I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick, I panicked.
So you're saying that you threw the pistol, Mr. Yogi?
I was in a daze. Can I present this here? Might as well try. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. It's gonna ask about the page. Ah, yeah, ending E. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Where at the end credits, you're supposed to shoot all the names, and it gets impossible. And so you can make the choice to join all the other players in helping the players shoot all the names. Oh, it's so moving. I can't wait. I can't wait till I do it. Let me look at it again. But yeah, I haven't done it yet. But I've seen my cousin do it. Yeah, okay, victim data. Yeah, I'll probably do it soon though, now that I've done the Emil quest. Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess I shouldn't spoil it then. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shots? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you are aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when the second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot has anything to do with this incident.
What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the shot fired had something to do with this case? Yes. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible.
Now, Mr. Von Karma.
Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence? Yes. Okay. Boom. Look at this photograph. This is a photograph at the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo... I swear there's a hair. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where? Your Honor, please, get a clue. Okay, yeah, we have to show him. Because he's apparently a child. That should be obvious. The contradiction is here. I see. A bullet hole in the door? Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired the second shot. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One was into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. No shit.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright. Look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
Case summary? That's on page 1.
Look's what's written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
He does have a point.
That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
What else would make a bullet hole in the door? Order! I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. Yeah, lack of evidence is... It's highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
God, how did this happen? I don't believe the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. You said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd win. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick. Well, it seems that we finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No. No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though that was not your intention?
Yes, I did.
Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations of the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce the verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying. But my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright.
Your Honor. I object.
Mr. Wright, on what grounds you object?
Oof. Nick? I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh no.
Grah.
It must exist. The second bullet.
Always Mia.
What?
What did you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it.
It seems Waiden's not gonna produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed.
What? But we just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. The whole time. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet. But why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
I believe it's the second option, but I'm just gonna make sure. Yeah. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Ugh. The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer. What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Yes, because this is Ace Attorney. You have to think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take the bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance...
For instance, what?
I have to pull something out of my ass. Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
The bullets hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? So ridiculous. It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head. I pulled it out of my ass. But what if that's what had happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer himself was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them? Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime?
Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes?
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean
the murder came from outside, yes. Getting close! Okay, two-man fight. Yep. Throws it. Bullet hits the murderer. He gets unconscious. The murderer opens the door and shoots Gregory Edgeworth.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known.
Can say that again.
I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with this incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Yep, it was super effective against Von Karma.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Okay, yep. Perfect trial record. He went on a vacation.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured?
Bingo. Maya is a genius sometimes.
Which would mean
It could only mean one thing.
he was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma.
Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Hell yeah. Yes. Your Honor, there's a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking. Yeah, she probably... It's because she's had a lack of confidence the whole trial.
What?
My V card. Von Karma. Von Karma? And then a grin.
You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Ugh. You don't object?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident?
It's a kink. He has a murdering kink. Being accused of murder kink. Probably did a lot of roleplay.
Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery. No? Where would I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Urk.
Nick, let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use. True, he hasn't smiled all trial. Yeah, that is true. You got a point. Edgeworth. I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. So dedicated. He took a motherfucking bullet to the shoulder, didn't get operated, just so it wouldn't leave evidence. I think he's made of something else. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Grr. Nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself?
Nope.
That's insane.
No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Yes, you can. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
Well, Mr. Wright, Can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Yes. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot. Yeah, that is true. He does grab his shoulder during the trial. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean...
I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Is that even possible? For all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma? I'm going to run this over you and see what we find.
I refuse.
You refuse? What refusing this means? You acknowledge the bullet is still inside you? Order, order, order!
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use this metal detector.
Judge, I call for suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Oh, it's so satisfying.
Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you would submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. We have to give it a shot! Okay. It reacted. Something inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you.
I was afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent. Indeed, there's a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident.
Then why would you hide it?
I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Proof? I have no obligation to prove anything.
You always tell me to prove shit.
It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I.
Mr. Wright. Well, can you prove it?
Yes.
Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, you're not. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close, one day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof.
Hell fucking yeah. But that's... a bullet?
Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. Yeah, hell yeah. It came up the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. Okay, yeah.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we will compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, final stream of Phoenix Wright for now. Yeah, I will do the other cases later, but I'm gonna be doing another game in the meantime. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help! I can't breathe! Back to the meme. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air! Okay. Get away. Get away from my father. Okay. Warg. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. That's on point! Von Karma! Von Karma was you! It was you! Okay, that was fun. Mr. Von Karma? The stream's ending, I can't breathe. Only you would defy me. So it was you. You and your father are my curse. I'm gonna hit my head on this court until I pass out. Your father shamed me with the penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death, death. So intense. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. Oh yeah, we're gonna do that case after I streamed in it. Yeah. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I'd never known. Me, penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. You're too funny. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out to the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I was bald. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. Bang. I shot Destiny in the heart. Fuck Destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. It's definitely his kink. Look at his face. It's just his kink. Who would have thought another man would have to come and open that elevator door? Judge,
What? What are you doing? Do your job, bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it.
But very well.
Hell fucking yeah!
It appears we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze.
Let us defy destiny together, child.
15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Not guilty! Hell yeah!
That is all. This court is adjourned. Nick! We did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed.
Heh. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory.
So it's finally over, Edgeworth. We can go make out now. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try thank you.
Words aren't the only way to express your feeling.
I see. Thank you, Wright.
You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
You don't have to say anything, shh, Edgeworth. You don't have to say anything. Just got you there. Whoa! Amazing, pal! You pulled through it like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see.
Whoop. I feel foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Oh, just wait.
Oh, hey y'all! Lotta! Y'all were great in there.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats!
Thank you all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. But look at you, you want to stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh?
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh?
It's over, Nick! My life is over! Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now?
Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world.
You don't look sick.
Miss Fiance, she's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind.
I mean, you're probably better off. She's Beyonce from Wish.
Should've seen that coming.
Oh, should've seen that coming.
Yo, Edgy, there you are.
Yes, here I am.
Congrats, Edgy. Here's a little gift for me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual from you.
Hey, Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal.
Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right?
I think you'll be fine, Larry.
Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it.
Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly.
And Nick? Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
I have to go soon. $38. No. No, Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history.
I was never good at history. Heh!
Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like you did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah, too well.
Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back at school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I know. Really right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it all out.
Wow, this is sure an unexpected turn of events, eh?
Edgeworth. You should have told me.
Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out on Mr. Edgeworth?
I say so, yes. Oh my god. There you have it! Grr. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Hell yeah, now go fuck.
Yeah, you get worked up too easily, too!
The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I'd known I'd have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. So much dialogue, I have to go. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Oh, yeah, we can in bed.
Hey, y'all. Line up, we'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go.
After all that, dinner on me. Aww. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Oh, that's still going on? Okay. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5 o'clock. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters.
Okay, yeah, so she left the letter. I really have to go, so I need to speed this up. So I have to go to the train. Why is it so slow?
Hey, Nick.
Maya. So you're leaving?
Yeah, it's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk spirits, and I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Wait,
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, she thinks she's useless. She got the bullet. Okay. Mm-hmm. I feel bad rushing the last bit, but I do need to go. They talk too much. Alright. We'll see her again soon. Oh, it's very cute though. Thanks, Nick. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters. Hell yeah. Huh, don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. I'll help you graduate. Okay, I'll just make the announcement while these credits roll. Okay, so the next game I'm gonna play... Hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about pleasant surprise. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Thank you! Alright, then the next game I'm gonna do. Because who cares about the other dialogue? I'm gonna play Final Fantasy X for the first time. This will be my first time playing it. So I'm really excited because I've heard great things about it. I do know the story for the most part. But I have never played it. I've never watched a full playthrough. So I'm gonna be going through it somewhat blind. Yeah, and I'm really excited, so hope you join me there. I'll probably make content about it after. I know there's like a lot of lore, so. Okay, guess there's more characters. Hello, Jake Plays. I'm at the end. Oh, is 10 one of your favorite games? I'm really excited to play it. Ugh. Okay, hold on. I need to message my friend. So yeah, starting next Sunday, I will be streaming FF10. It'll probably be a 3-hour stream again, but strictly 3 hours, not 3.5 like this is turned into. Yeah, so I'm really excited. And then after I beat 10, I will go back and play Justice for All. That's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. Yeah. Yeah, I keep hearing that, like, #1 for a lot of people is 7 and then it's 10. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, because I did grow up watching my brothers play 4 and 6. So those, I have a soft spot for those as well. And I also want to play 9. Ah, yeah, you just missed it, Jake. But the VOD will be up soon, so you can come watch then. Yeah. So yeah, I will play 10, then go to Justice for All, and then probably play another game in between Justice for All and Trials and Tribulations. Of course, I haven't planned that far ahead yet. Anyway, I really gotta go. So thank you so much for watching. It was really fun. And I will hopefully see you guys next Sunday. Bye!